Want to know what Bhangra looks and feels like in 2012? Well, we're taking you inside the city of Bhangra today on The Express. On today's show,
you don't have to be Indian to enjoy it.
The driving force behind North America's largest Bhangra festival. A hit of Bhangra, Latin, and hip-hop R&B with A-Slam.
They know we're having a good time, so they have a good time.
A world fusion wow at RePercussion.
Everybody loves music.
And later, living it up with Love Rendawa. See that and more local expression. Welcome to The Express, only on Shan TV. I'm Johanna Ward, feeling the Bhangra love. On now, it's the 8th annual City of Bhangra Festival. 11 days celebrating community, art, and especially here in Surrey, dance. I'm wearing the right outfit for this and feeling the Bhangra love.
Yes, you are. It's all about Bhangra love and having an amazing time doing it.
Infectious beats, brightly colored clothing, smiles that beam from the stage.
The festival's all about bringing in all these collaborations and having a good time and making people realize that you don't have to be Indian to enjoy it.
Suki Guman is one of the original founders of the City of Bhangra Festival. A festival that's grown a lot in 8 years, from 1 day to 11 days, from Vancouver venues to this Surrey celebration, from traditional showcases to modern-day mixes. But one thing that hasn't changed, that it's still 100% volunteer run. And that's an amazing commitment. Why is it so important to you?
For me, it was all about making people know what Bhangra is about. When we started in 2004, not a lot of people knew what Bhangra is, and now 8 years later, I can walk down to anybody from any different culture and say we're hosting the largest Bhangra festival in North America, and they know what I'm talking about.
There are over 100 volunteers logging over 7,000 hours, plus an ever-growing number of local and international performers taking the stage. An exciting expansion for this traditional cultural art form.
It was first started out in the early 1600s, but here traditionally in the lower mainland, Bhangra was performed in the early 60s and 70s when farmers or people who are working as laborers, they would do Bhangra as a way of getting together and getting their community together. But now Bhangra is performed at every celebratory event.
Bhangra love, baby. It's all about the love. Metro Vancouver has the second largest settlement of people of Punjabi descent outside of India. One of the things that makes the City of Bhangra Festival so special to the community. So we see Bhangra on the dance floors and we hear it on the radio. And one of the people we have to thank for that is DJ Evie, who leads the popular hip-hop R&B group A-Slam.
Local DJ and music producer A-Slam is a feature performer at the City of Bhangra, and a career in music was always his goal.
I started off playing music in elementary school. I played saxophone, bass guitar, and then I wanted to go into producing music. So a lot of producers, kind of the market is that they end up DJing because they need to play their own songs live. So that's kind of how I got into DJing, just from playing music to want to produce music and then into playing the music live as a DJ.
His Bhangra-influenced sound blends the many influences he heard growing up in East Vancouver.
We're East Indian by descent, but my family is from Africa. So I grew up like Indian, African, Canadian, and so in that Indianness, they always have this thing called the Rim Jim radio, which is always playing like Hindi music and Indian, like Punjabi music on the radio when I was a kid. So I always had it, and then growing up in Vancouver, there's a lot of South Asian musicians that are so talented. So I was producing beats, and I met up with a dole player named Barinder, and that's kind of how the fusion kind of started. Bringing like a good mix of an East versus West mix with like electro beats kind of sound that is very new. I call it like electro Bhangra music or electro Bollywood music. And my new songs are a little bit commercial, so it's a nice mix of like Western commercial music and Indian with a little bit of African, a little bit of Latin, just a big mashup.
Now 26, A-Slam has seen his career steadily grow, and the recent release of his single Back Down saw his stage name change from DJ EV. The video also featured MMA fighter Gary Mangat.
Back Down is just a song about never giving up on your dreams, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do to make it as a DJ and as a producer. So that's where that came out. And Gary, at the same time, he's trying to make it in the UFC, and he's not giving up on that dream, and he's doing very well. So we were just talking on Facebook one day, and he's trying to get his image out, and we're trying to get a video together, and it just magic, it just worked out perfect. So that's how we were friends on Facebook, and then he came down, and that's how that kind of came together. Our story of never backing down in the music industry, his story of never backing down as a fighter.
And this month we'll also see the release of a second video, Go It's Your Birthday, which we got a special sneak preview of.
Go is just a fun song. It's about birthdays. I found on like touring around, I always meet different, like Cancers, and you meet Leos, and you meet Aquariuses and Geminis, and so I just wanted to make a song about all of them, and then made it into a song called Go It's Your Birthday. So that's coming out, and I wrote it for Canada Day because it was Canada's birthday. So just kind of tying all the birthdays together.
Both of those tracks will be featured on a new album to be released in September.
You'll definitely hear like that up-tempo fusion stuff, and then you will hear a couple of slower songs and a little bit of hip-hop, like how I started off doing just hip-hop, so there's a little bit of hip-hop on there too, but the newer songs are definitely more up-tempo, a little bit more electro, a little bit more happy and bright.
You can keep tabs on that new video and album by following _slam on Twitter. I'm Paul McClellan in Surrey for The Express.
DJ Evie was featured recently on Love Rendawa's Bhangra music video, and we're going to check that out later on today's Express. Plus, we have more music and dance from the 8th annual City of Bhangra Festival.
Just like getting up there to perform, it's just like a great experience.
Local B-Boys, DRS.
Music is an international language.
Love Rendawa's solo start. The Express, only on Shaw TV.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
Be part of a winning team. Army Cadets is a great place for young adults interested in making the great outdoors their classroom. For more information on this exciting and free program in Surrey, White Rock, Vancouver, Sechelt, Port Coquitlam, Langley, or Delta, call 778-837-9093 today.
Welcome back to the Express at City Central Plaza for Celebrate the Harvest. This is a new event being put on by the 8th annual City of Bhangra Festival. Now, one of the things that VIBC has been known for in the past is their annual Bhangra competition. But this year, they moved the spotlight from the competition onto the community, giving groups like DRS their chance to shine. Black cons versus bare feet, acrobatics, or high-impact jumps. Breakdancing and Bhangra. Both incorporate heart-pumping cardio moves and unifying choreography. But whether it's due to the cultural origins or the uniforms of choice, only one dance group found itself on its head.
I actually have a tiny bald spot, that's why I grow my hair out long. It's like, it's tiny, it's the size of an insect maybe.
It's tiny right now. We'll see if is that why you're wearing a hat?
No, I just want to look cool.
Okay, good. I like it. And look cool they do. This is DRS. DRS, am I allowed to tell them what it stands for?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Dirty, rotten scoundrels. Are you guys really bad boys then?
No.
No, they're not. No?
No, we're good kids.
Good kids with talent to spare. And thanks to the City of Bhangra Festival, talent to share.
I really like the culture in it, like the people, the styles, all that. And also just like getting up there to perform, it's just like a great experience.
Amazing rush, hey? Mm-hmm. DRS has been performing together for over 2 years with members from Vancouver, Burnaby, and Surrey, and musical inspirations from around the world.
The mix we were using was from a European DJ named DJ Urgan. Yeah, we use that all the time for our showcases and stuff.
They're working on a special Bollywood routine for their next City of Bhangra performance. In the meantime, these B-boys are helping me find my B-girl. Yeah, the face too?
Yeah, you have to like,
yeah, get that.
be like, yeah, what?
Yeah, a little like
what's
that.
up? Yeah.
DRS will be performing at downtown Bhangra on Sunday afternoon. Their full crew will be in attendance. That's a dozen minus one. Yes, I know, I could have just said 11, right? Downtown Bhangra, it is a key part of the City of Bhangra Festival, bringing together some of Vancouver's finest drummers, beatboxers, singers, Bhangra dancers, and break dancers. And a key artist in attendance is Love Randhawa.
Love Randhawa is embarking on a solo career after a decade with Bhangra hip-hop group Signia.
I always thought that, you know, it's the best time for me to go into the industry because there was something different that was needed. So I thought, you know what, Vancouver hasn't seen that fusion of Bhangra East and West Coast. And so I thought, you know what, the best time is now. The solo project for me at this particular point in time in my career right now is an absolute dream come true. Due to the fact that I've been traveling with the top bands out there, RDB, been traveling to Bombay, coming back to Vancouver, going to England. The nicest thing about this whole thing is that it's me now. I get to sort of control my own project and my own destiny, and I'm lucky and blessed with working with such great producers that it just works out really well for us.
He's been impressed by the diverse demographic that has gravitated towards this style of music.
Very, very lucky that everybody, doesn't matter if you're Indian, doesn't matter if you're Caucasian, doesn't matter if you're African American or anything. Everybody loves music. Music is an international language, and that's the best thing about music, is that we all can really enjoy the beat. And if you have a good beat, people are gonna, to dance, and they're gonna move around, they're gonna enjoy it. The nicest thing is a competition like this at VIBC, it's not just one type of people that come out, it's everybody. Everybody in the city of Surrey, the city of Vancouver, beautiful British Columbia, come out and enjoy what they're seeing right now.
Late 2011 saw the release of his first single and music video, Livin' It Up.
Gosh, it was a long, drawn-out thing. I mean, videos aren't very easy to make. People think, oh yeah, you stand in front of the camera and you dance around. It's a lot more work, a lot more stage production. You got to make sure your lighting is correct, the camera is correct, and then not even just from that, you got to do the storyboard and everything like that to build it up and move it forward. What's so cool about it was me as an intro, and here's Love Randhawa, and you know what? Life is too short, so you know what? The best thing to do is keep living it up.
The rest of his tracks will be released in August on a yet-to-be-named record. Love's leaving the naming of that album to his fans.
I really respect what the people have done for me. So why not let them name my album? 2012, the album is going to be a variety of mixture of music, from hip-hop, Bhangra, to different styles of Celtic music is going to be in there. I'm very blessed that I've got a Trinidad and Tobago, from Trinidad and Tobago, Big Rich. He's producing a track, he's doing the official remix of Livin' It Up, which is going to be with steel drums, that whole reggae flavor, and it's going to have, English, Punjabi, Hindi, Urdu in it. So, for me, I'm blessed that I've got a lot of different pieces of music that are coming together into this one album, and you know what? Thanks to the person above that they've given me the chance of doing what I'm doing, and the fans, thank you guys so very much, because without you, we are nothing out there. So I really appreciate that.
The best way to find Love Randhawa's music and see what he's up to is to follow him on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Paul McClellan in Surrey for The Express.
Love and Aslam will both be performing at downtown Bhangra. That's at the Art Gallery Plaza on June the 9th. That free festival goes on to June the 10th as well. You're watching The Express, and we have more from the City of Bhangra Festival coming up.
They know we're having a good time, so they have a good time.
A cultural heartbeat at RePercussion. The Shani Punjab Little Starts Bhangra team. The Express. We are your local voice.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
Welcome back to The Express at Central City, Surrey for Celebrate the Harvest, an afternoon of dance performances free here in the heart of Surrey. This is part of the City of Bhangra Festival. Obviously, this festival aims to promote the art of Bhangra, but another big goal is to bring world cultures together. And it did that with a big bang at their kickoff event, RePercussion.
Kicking off VIBC's City of Bhangra was RePercussion, a drum-heavy group led by celebrated percussionist Sal Ferreras.
Well, RePercussion is a big show that we've been running with the City of Bhangra Festival for, I think this is the 4th year. It's a celebration, essentially, of many cultures, many people playing together, a celebration of just humans having a wonderful time enjoying each other's culture and music. Drumming being something that's found in all world cultures, has a particular place in all those cultures as a very visceral part of any one culture.
The group features musicians specializing in styles from around the globe, including India, Cuba, Brazil, and Canadian First Nations.
I feel that the language of music brings everyone together. So this is very important. And working in this kind of a collaboration, it's going to be fun because I watch other people's hands too. They watch my hands as well, and we learn so much, you know.
I don't think that there's an audience that is not touched by the experience of all of these musicians playing these particular groups of rhythms, but also the joy that they have playing together. And I think that that's one of the things about this show that audiences are most attracted to. It's just so exciting, and they know we're having a good time, so they have a good time.
Most surprising of all is this group changes some members every year, and they only practice for about an hour before they hit the stage.
As soon as we sit down and play the notes of music, everything just comes into our brain, and you know, we just lock into each other's vibe and we just begin. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know that it's going to be a fantastic program.
For something like this, because everyone is improvising, the way you kind of get ready is just think of a bunch of different situations, and then I try to get a couple of things ready for each situation.
It's very freeing, especially at the end, because it always works. But going into it, it's sort of like, you know, the excitement of maybe like bungee jumping. Not that I've ever done it, but nor will I. But it is very exciting. You just jump out there and you put on the best show you can, and you fill the hearts of the audience. And I hope that the audience takes away the same love and the passion for rhythm and for excitement and for just being together. For me, that's the spirit of this whole experience.
Year after year, RePercussion is one of the most popular events at City of Bhangra. Definitely worth bookmarking on your schedule for next year's event. I'm Paul McClellan in Surrey for The Express.
Aboriginal, Spanish, Israeli, Korean, Chinese, and of course Punjabi drummers. That's one cultural heartbeat. You're watching our Express special on the 8th Annual City of Bhangra Festival. And we've got your Bhangra 411 with the FYI.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI is presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision, an ICBC Valet accredited repair facility.
Thursday night, it's Bhangra Love. Local DJs spin Bhangra and Bollywood top favorites at Ginger 62 on Granville Street. Bhangra Village offers workshops, demos, and master classes where youth performers and international superstars discuss and collaborate. Friday night is Basement Bhangra at the W2 Media Cafe. DJ Rekha spins her Bhangra Selects, joined by many festival performers.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI was presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision.
There's also Downtown Bhangra, which is happening this Saturday and Sunday at the Vancouver Art Gallery grounds. 12 to 8 performances all afternoon. You can get full details online at cityofbhangra.com. You can also follow the festival on Twitter at VIBC. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching The Express, only on Shaw TV.
ਕੁਆਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਮੋਹ